Alright, welcome back to the Actalon Gaming channel. My name is Actalon and welcome back. I would like to thank you for supporting this series, which has currently reached its 30th episode with level 36, which is kind of slow, but still. Let's take a look at what time we played together. It was 1 day, 14 hours and 33 minutes. That's just crazy. I know some of them is just off-screen something farming, mostly fishing, but yeah, or traveling. But still, it's impressive. We got this far in this long time. I expected far more, and it might be because we have this buff on. So, well, the buff of Winds of Wisdom, which might bring us these magic numbers. I'm pretty sure if the buff wouldn't be there, we would be maybe level 20-ish. And yeah, why I'm not letting just storytelling today is for one reason. There is a thing going on in the world, and I would like to address it somehow and say my own opinion about this whole thing. Now, you might probably already know there was what is going outside, especially if you are from America, from the US, and the riots and everything is because of one person being brutally murdered on the streets, which I don't have to repeat because you already know that. The man was George Floyd. When I was thinking about it in the work, I was always telling myself some other name who had also the last name Floyd. I don't remember now again. And yeah, riots. It depends on what kind of riots are we talking here, because some of them are just stupid. Incredibly stupid. Sure, peaceful protests against what happened. Yes, go for it. You wanna rob someone's possession? What the fuck does it have to do with the one being killed? Seriously, that has nothing to do with that. That is not protesting, that is committing crime and calling for. Then what it will lead to is basically you will give the police this, well, opportunity to actually do something in terms of potentially harming you, and they would do that in their rights or as their profession because they are doing their job, which is why we see a lot of probably a lot of videos about police using force in order to stop certain someone's from actually doing the stuff they shouldn't be doing. And it's super stupid because they actually brought that on themselves. And now the mainstream media, according to my information in America, is portraying them as some kind of protesters. No, they are not. They are vandals. There is a big difference between a vandal and a protester. The protesters actually know what they're doing. These are just robbing and harming. And if they really think it is good because there was some black fella killed, no, no. Even if it was be a white person, a yellow person, it would not matter in this case because I think all of us are humans. I don't care if you are black, yellow, red, blue, green, whatever color you wanna be. I couldn't care less. It's none of my business. And I certainly mourn for the loss of the family. I saw the video this morning. How what happened? I was in shock. I was going just before I was going to walk. I checked it out. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? police literally stood on his neck, well, kneeled on his neck for a fucking hour, basically. That would kill anybody. And this man even didn't even resist. He even offered collaboration at the end, and he was already probably almost close to death because he didn't want to die. And yeah, the good thing here is the fact that these men who were there were fired. All of them, if I'm not mistaken. And one of them is actually being charged for murder and man, blah, blah. What's it called? The act? You probably manslaughter. Manslaughter, yes. This was a long, long thought process for that word, and I do see that this is a good thing because it means these guys will get what they deserve, and that's, well, in a sort of way, it won't be completely the same because if you think about it, they had their chance to let him not die. They could have given CPR. They could have let him at least breathe, and for example just kneel on his back, because that would be so much more safer than what they had done back then, and showed how brutal sometimes the police can be for no reason in this case. And it's just sad seeing this being the truth, because of this minor thing now many people will suffer. Many people will again have to go through hell after this thing. I'm really bad at expressing myself here because I can still can't get it out of my head. It's just pissing me off seriously. How this officer thought this was fine. But at least he is somewhat getting punished. Even though I believe the best punishment in this case scenario would be probably just let him hang. That's my opinion. I usually don't wish anybody like death sentences or something like that, but there are a couple people that I would wish they would get that. And this officer is by far one of the many, by far one of the few that would be on this list. And it's not because of racism. Well, it's because what he did back there. He could have saved that man's life if he would have listened to the people around him, and he could have protected him, which is his job. Well, was. And yeah, then if I'm not mistaken, the father of the son called for this demonstration, that which I'm impressed for, but I'm certain he didn't call for riots and hurting someone who isn't in even with these guys. Not to mention attacking the police officers themselves. What stupid bullshit did you get in your head to think that was okay? If you attack them, they are allowed to use counter force. That means they can stop you by certain means, which can be painful. Let's be honest here. I might never have felt that, but I'm sure, just by the videos how they work with that, it must be painful, incredibly painful. And you sometimes can hear from the videos themselves that it's not pleasant. Stop doing that. Think before you do something. And this is something I want to preach to everyone. Think before you do, most of the time. Especially if you're planning to do something big that might at the first thought sound like a stupid idea. Especially then, use that brain of yours and think. Is it worth it? Is it good? Will it get me into big trouble or small trouble? Small trouble, I can survive, right? Right, good. And I can go for it. Will it get me in big trouble? Well, I won't do it, because if there is big trouble, I might be someone who my family is relying on. So why the fuck would I do something stupid just to prove some stupid stuff, right? Uh, I mean, that's just seriously stupid what they are currently doing in America, and I really don't like to see that. Then, of course, Mr. President Trump said that he will be using force to stop that, which I kinda can agree with, because let's be honest, if there are people raiding places, destroying property, making your dollars less worth than they are already, because that's what happens when you destroy properties. It causes inflation, because there has to be somewhere a place that would bring back that money. Holy shit, my movement key is almost done. uh, it will bring you more suffering than it does right now. So that's another reason why I don't want this behavior to be something that should be done. And these soldiers won't be deployed either for free, because he will have to use some resources. Again, where those resources come from? It's from the paying taxes. So, ah, these attacks on the shops, the stoning of people, and many other things is just stupid. And it shouldn't be done in any shape or form. It's just not worth it. Ghost Wolf, huh. It's really not worth it, guys. So if you are from America and you are currently listening to this, thinking that this is a fight for black lives, no, it's not. It's just actually reverting the stuff that happened in the past, or give those people the reason to believe that what they were saying or joking about is actually the truth. Because let's be honest, we are humans, and we no longer should be throwing stone at each other. If we are really this how to say it now, intelligent kind of uh, living being. It's just I know I did about this a lot of time in this, but I think you all get it that I'm kind of bothered by this. This is not the way to achieve peace whatsoever. If you want peace, have peace, then we cannot make riots. Riots aren't peace. Riots are war. Smaller wars. So, yeah, no. Stupid ideas. Stupid. Don't. Just don't. You aren't proving any point by slamming something. Not even normally. If you wanna prove a point, make arguments. Think about those arguments. Prepare your arguments. Everything, just not riots. Well, not in these kind of riots, like, really. If you just look in the media anywhere, then you can see which I really mean. Which I really don't condone to. Just because they are stupid. Not to mention, I mean, seriously, this is the one last thing I'm gonna say to this riot thing. You might end up taking someone else's life, and I don't think those people who are not guilty of what happened back then in Illinois, I believe, should pay for someone else's misery or bad deeds. The same way, I don't think all refugees from Africa, which are in Europe, should pay for misdeeds of those miserably behaving ones that think that this is their country, their place to say how we will run things here. No, they won't tell us how we should run this thing. They have by far the most oldest laws in this whole wide world, and I'm certain that they have many issues in their laws themselves. So once they fix their own laws, be my guests. But there is no perfect law, so hehe, yeah, try that. And I'm certain if George Floyd could say something about to this, I would be sure that he would say something completely that would lead to many people believing that he is crazy, because I'm certain if this person was alive, then he would be actually against these kind of behaviors, especially since from what sources given to me said that he was a bouncer, and bouncers are like well, I'm gonna say it rudely, cops that are basically protecting one certain place. So if he would have seen this, he would probably be at the cop site and helping them clean the mess up, because it's what he is used to do as his job, right? Well, we are here in Mulgore hoping for a rare. And that is a rare, hell yeah! Rares are the best one to find right now for us. Because we want that level up, we want that power up. I also want the flying path that is up there. I'm gonna activate this one. Hahaha. You really thought that is all what you can do? I hate magic users. But that reg region is pretty shizzle me. This look good. Ooh. Imbued infantry gauntlets. 13 stamina. Ah! No, thank you. I pass. I pass on that. No, it's really hard to say something more about this, because I believe I said everything I think is needed to be said in this one. So I'm gonna focus for the next 10 minutes on the gameplay, talk around it a little bit, what my thoughts are currently, what my plans are in the future, how probably we will change a little bit strategy, and if we will go for another run once the Shadowlands is out, because that I believe it's a pretty good idea, because we will get another option of leveling. But that's not the main part I'm trying here to say, but the idea here behind Shadowlands leveling again, the same challenge, is that we could test out each region and how well it will work for you as someone who tries that. Sure, we have to then do the quest for, I believe, Chromie. I don't know if that's a quest, or is it just you go to talk to her and goodbye. In any way, I believe the only ones that would be problematic are Pandaria, because Pandaria are the ones that you need to complete the quest there, or you will die, most likely. But then again, you don't mind dying from the airship. And you could just... Actually, will you die though? Will you? Aren't we in the first case in above water? I'm shot here. I'm certain Legion would be painful because, let's be honest, that is Galaran, and you would have to jump down again.
Greetings, traveler.
And that could be yikes, ouch.
May the eternal sun shine.
Yikes, ouch. The best way to describe something. Yikes, ouch. Yeah, almost in the half of 37, which is perfect. Yeah, we cannot have those. These are Cataclysm, yep. Blacksmith Trainer, pointless. Oh, wait, what? I can. You guide the spirits in steel to protect and defend with far more skill than I ever could. Travel to Orgrimmar, the Valley of Honor. There she lives with her husband and 2 daughters. All of them are smiths of great skill, but the spirits tell me that she will be best guide on learning your...
Be careful.
Wait a minute! Are you telling me that I can be a armor specialist? Whoa, 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 whoa. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy! Don't be crazy! Actually, I know what I want to say as well, because I believe this is just as important, and that is that I wish my best condolences towards the family, towards their lost son. What happened was certainly not cool. There's no way that officer can pay enough back in order to repay you for your loss. I know you won't see this, but there are still chances that you actually might see it, and I want you to know that it is not something I wish to anybody to lose any loved ones in any way or shape or form. Um, well, let's go back to the gameplay, and I'm looking for the profession trainer, and we are looking for archaeology. Oh, I took the wrong one. I took the wrong one, man. No, 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 no. We are almost level 40, which is perfect. Perfect. Like I said, we will change them out once we are level 40. And I'm completely full of energy this time. Not like yesterday, where I was completely blah, blah, blah. I couldn't anymore. I had to, after 2 episodes, just rest, and yeah. Not today. Not with me. Druid, priest. I'm gonna check out also the one he talked about. I'm gonna see if I can still become a armor crafter. I believe it's the term that I'm looking for. But yeah. What time do you have? 24. Okay, so... You know what? I'm gonna cut it from here, because there won't be anything interesting here. Not right now. And I will see you at the place where we will continue our leveling. So see you later, and stay awesome, because that is what you truly are. Unless you are doing the right, then you are not awesome. You are just dumb. See you later.